because Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, but she dated Future, which is like, I don't know who's worse, him, Meek Mill, but at least Future got a bag.
I don't care. Like, do you know what? Future though.
Fine.
Future?
Fine.
In the flesh? I saw him in Vegas. I'm telling you, in the flesh, he's dread,
the skin is beautiful.
Elite, like just great teeth. Like Future has it, you know, and I see it. I see it. And he's got a bit of an edge on him. You know, girls love an edge sometimes.
A friend met him and she said he was so polite. Like she met him and she's like, oh my God, can I hug you? And he's like, yeah, of course you can hug me. And then she said she hugged him so tight. He went, oh, you really like me, huh? She's like, when you said that? She said, when she had that, she nearly became the like, at that time, 6 baby mum. So.
No, I see it because I'm telling you now, this sounds so mad, especially because you know what I stand for. Like, I'm having it from Future, you know. Like, it sounds mad, but is
that City Boys 1 point? Like.
No, because honestly, I get it. Like, I get the thing because you know how much I love my girl Sierra. Like, Sierra's like I love her.
I feel like that love that Sierra had for Future, yeah. You know the hook boys. I don't think that love can ever be replicated because Future seems like he
breaks hearts.
Oh,
badly.
He said not even before you break the heart, you grab the heart. He got her heart differently.
And he basically wrote like the Madman Bible for all the men. They all read that. They all read that book. And all move mad.
I even went on a date one time.
Yeah.
And like this guy was playing YouTube on the dashboard or whatever.
Oh wow, he had it like that. Dashboard in the car, YouTube.
No, we don't really need to get people like that.
Okay.
It was a traumatic event. But anyway, so we were talking about like Future popped up on one of the fingers, and then he was just like, oh, Future, I love that guy. From then, I was like, oh, hell no.
You knew that he was going to be a problem.
When he said that, he was like, oh, yeah, you guys are Megan Thee Stallion. I said, first of all, I don't got the knees, so no. And then he was just like, oh, Future, I don't even understand. And from just him describing Future, and he don't see where he went wrong when, I was just like... He was going to be a problem, definitely. Right off. And then the following events, right off.
Oh, my gosh. So he basically, he manifested what you predicted.
I think Future would fear him.
Wow. He was always like, because what was that? But speaking of Sierra, you know how everyone was saying like, oh, the Sierra prayer. Like, how much do you believe in someone actually, because you know, Sierra and Russell, I don't know, context if you don't know. So Sierra's married to a
amazing man,
football player, an American NFL football player.
Respect her.
And literally they stayed abstinent from sex before they got married, or so they say, and I believe that they did that. And obviously
sometimes you need to clarity of mind.
And I think she did that because obviously she got pregnant with baby Future, and obviously that whole situation didn't work out. So she decided when she was in a new relationship with Russell, and he's like, they were prayerful, they pray together, and obviously they're married, and everyone sees their relationship online. Love and he seems like
the perfect
he's successful, he's handsome, and he's loving, he's a Christian,
caring.
He's caring, he literally like screams from the rooftop about he took in baby Future like his, and you would, people mock it though, act like he's literally his biological dad, that he looks like Russell, like they just disregard Future completely. But like,
and somebody's acting like the dad.
So everyone was saying like, oh, Sierra's prayer. Well, you one of the Sierra prayer girls. Like, do you believe in this whole?
I just feel like, yes, I do believe in praying for your husband. I feel like that's something you should be doing from from a young age. Throw it in a prayer. God, whoever I end up with, let him be someone that will match me, respect me, someone who will lift me up, who's just, you know, for me, and who will love and care for me, and just, you know, provide my needs, whatever that be.
Is that what you're praying for? Are you not saying 6'4", good looking? No.
Listen, God knows who I am, innit? So that's all I need to say.
How specific do you need to be?
I mean, I can't lie, I break it down.
Oh, you break it all the way down?
I'm like going through it. I said, girl, you see that? Yeah, if you want to add to that, I don't even mind. But right now, that's, okay, God.
Got me? You got me. Good. Okay. I can't lie, I have a note page in my notes, everything I need and want.
And as I get older, the list, I thought it was shrink.
You start removing things?
No.
It's increasing? Can't lie, I start rubbing things out.
And, you know, I feel like as I like date more now, I kind of know what I want and what I don't want. And from what I've seen, I'm just like, God, like, I'm just thinking to have a respectful life. Yeah. It's not even like things that are materialistic. I'm talking about qualities. Like, I'm talking about, because a lot of girls are like, guys aren't emotionally available, they don't want to settle down. I don't feel like some guys are actually emotionally capable. Like, I don't
Ooh.
feel like, it's
Deep.
not about being emotionally
She said
available.
capable.
They're not emotionally available because they're incapable of being emotionally available. Do you know what I
I
mean?
literally have a male friend, like he's good looking. Most of his friends are married off. And there's nothing wrong with him. He's got a good job. Like he's literally like, he's such an eligible like person to like be in a good relationship with someone. And he literally said to me that he just doesn't feel like he can just
Settle down.
he cannot see himself. He's not there with the emotions. He's just not there.
As
he's not emotionally available to provide that sort of comfort and care for a woman right now. Like he just doesn't have it. But I'm thinking, is it something that comes with time? Is it when they make up their mind, or is it just some people just are completely incapable?
It's something you have to make up your mind first and foremost, and not just laterally. Like it's got to be something like a real decision, and they've got to. I don't know what their spirituality is, but it's something you actually have to speak to God about, I believe. And I feel like some dudes as well, they say they're this, I'm ready to settle down, but there's actually a few things that I feel like they need to do to actually become someone that is worthy of being settled down with.
Yeah.
That's why you see some that enter relationships and they're not content, or even when they're like, oh, I'm not ready to settle down. Like, it's not every girl you must then now be doing with. Like sometimes, like literally just relax and just find out who you are. So many men are insecure, and that's why a lot of them date as well to boost their ego, because they're lacking in so many other areas. So they need women to validate them. And it's unfortunate because it never works.
It's such a weird one. Imagine starting to fall for a guy who...
We don't fall anymore. It's 2021.
Oh, what happens? What do we do?
Well, we just don't fall.
We stand.
We stand.
Well, back straight.
We might be shocked, but we don't fall. Okay.
A little back. A little.
It might shock you back up, but don't fall.
Don't fall. No.
And then when you realise you've been shot, what is it? Spiritual ginger. And you keep going.
That's you. Finished me.
Sorry.
It's mad though. Oh, because some guys, you can literally be doing everything for, but they just can't. They're not. It's like
they just don't find you worthy, and that's it, sis.
It's so.
And it's not you. Let me just tell you, sister, we're about to have a TED talk. You're not the problem.
It's them.
It's not you. It's them. Any person that's in a good place in their life should not aspire or even have it in them to hurt someone intentionally. It's just a reflection of how poorly raised that person is, how pathetic they are, and how emotionally incapable they are too, darling. So it's never you.
But why is it that as they're getting older, they're getting worse? I swear, men in their 30s are the worst. You would think, you would think, it's the young 25-year-olds, the young 26-year-olds. They're the good ones.
For now.
They're the ones that are even still, finding girlfriends up and down and, trying to settle down. But and even with marriages, I'm seeing like a lot of people get married, like the men are like 26 and the girls 23 and stuff like that. But the men who are in their 30s, and as I'm approaching into my 30s, that's the pool of guys that I'm kind of interested in, because
Sorry,
sis, what can I do? This is the dilemma.
Let me tell you why. So as men, like not all men, but men that are usually of an older age, I'm not saying no daddy, but guys that are a little bit older, they've made a bit more money and they are
a bit more established.
Arguably they're in their prime, because if you're like 30 plus, you might have had a good running, you've learned a few things, you've probably leveled up in your job or your career or your businesses. So you have a bit more loose change to throw here and there. And a lot of them now equate who they are to their money or their assets. And then they kind of become less respectful because they feel like, oh, I have this and that, so who deserves me? And that's the thing. When a man thinks, like, everyone should believe that they're the prize, but you also need to understand that women are the prize. Like, it's tradition, like they're the prize. They're going to be the one to carry your child. That's she's going to be someone that matches your fly. And I mean, when I speak to a guy that I like, I'm like, do you know what? I respect the qualities. This guy's got this in him. But at the end of the day, we are the prize, because men are supposed to chase.
Yeah.
In my world, it differs for everyone. So I feel like once they have that, a lot of them, their ego just goes, and then they just start losing respect for women, and they just, because they have women at their disposal, because it's us women sometimes, when we see a bit of money, we kind of lose our sense.
Some, please.
But even me, As you they see me, sir, I actually do not want a man who is rich.
Really?
God, no. They lack manners.
Yeah.
They lack manners. I've literally dated people that, like, I don't want to say, because obviously, but I've dated people that have been a little bit up there.
Mm-hmm.
And just their manners, like the second date could not even happen.
But you know, that's the thing for me. That's never ever been a money thing. Has never impressed me. In fact, I hate it when you throw your money in my face to show me that you've got money. I don't like stuff like that. That actually puts me off. Like, you could be a cool guy and I could be into you or whatever, but the minute you start to throw your money in my face, I don't appreciate that. Like, that's not what impresses me.
It's disrespectful.
You know what I mean?
It's so disrespectful.
And it's a very, I don't know, like I don't think in monetary ways, and I'm not a materialistic person in the slightest. So stuff like that does not impress me at all. There was a guy, we were talking about this, and he basically said to me that the thing about men and women is that men, they don't peak early. Sometimes they don't even reach their peak. They're still peaking. Do you know what I mean? They don't actually hit that peak.
Allegedly.
Whereas women, according to them, this is not of my opinion, but women, they peak quite soon. So once they've peaked,
I'm still peaking, baby.
Yeah, girl, I got a lot of peaking too. But once they peak,
Peekaboo.
it's like, okay, so this is where I'm at now. This is the best I've got. Whereas men are always growing. That's why men can always, as they get older, they can still act up and they are still peaking. They can still have kids at a later age. They can still have like a lot more stuff going on for themselves as they get older. Whereas women, we reach a certain age and then things start to, according to them.
Yeah, and that's true. Like biologically,
yeah.
It's because of the whole women can't really have children after a certain age. That's where the men benefit. That's literally where it all stems from. But at the end of the day, aside from that, do you not want like emotional companions? Like every man that's older, that is single, what they always say is one regret they have in life is not finding a good woman, or just letting go of so many good women and playing so many good women. And now they're left with just, as you get older as a man as well, the pool does get less for you.
No, I don't believe
in terms of something genuine.
Because there's 20-year-olds coming up, 30-years. There's always gonna be.
They want to boops you. Yeah,
because a lot of younger girls actually do not see any issue with going out with like extremely older guys. Like girls in their 20s are going out with guys in their
when
guys
she's
in their
like,
40s.
I'm having a headache because this bill has not been paid. Don't be surprised. Okay.